Okay, everyone. In this episode, I would like to share to you about this tiny house, design, but it's so little and very compact tiny house. Okay, we can see about the outside or exterior of this tiny house design anyway. It has one decking on the front of this tiny house, and it has only one gate on this front of this tiny house anyway. Okay, so we can see about the surrounding, especially for the left side and the right side of this tiny house. It has one window on the left side of this tiny house and just one door with a transparent panel on the front of this tiny house. So we can see about the roof sloping design anyway. This is just for a simple tiny house. And we can see for the interior design anyway. This is about the living room and multifunction room right there. And for the right side, it has kitchen and cabinet arrangement right there. So this tiny house especially just for secondary or temporary. This tiny house is just for a secondary or temporary place or temporary room anyway, but it could be rearranged again for add some furniture such as loft bed anyway and a bunk bed or many things that it could be a sleeping area anyway. But in this case, this tiny house are especially for the living space right there. And anyway, maybe for the owner or the user of this tiny house has a primary house, but this house is just for um, accepting for the guests and just for the family room right there on the outside of the primary house or the main house anyway. But with this dimension with a 6 meter and 4.5 meter, this tiny house could be rearranged again uh, to be a tiny house with a bedroom and loft bed anyway. I mean it's could be a loft bed um, area. This is could be a loft bed area right there. I think uh, for the elevation between the floor until the lower ceiling around 3 meter. I mean for in the top of this window and the door are could be make the bed or loft bed right there. So it could be more functional to be a dwelling house right there. In this design, I mean the designer just focus on the living space anyway and the pantry and kitchen and cabinet right there, and it has a little decking on in the front of this tiny house, and it has space for the leisure place of the leisure uh, sitting area right there with two chair and one small table or small round table right there. Okay, I think it's enough. Thanks for watching and just wait for my next video in this channel. Thank you.